Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my How to Save Money video. I'm trying to explain some things that I was experiencing in the past while I was getting by with very less money. Yeah, okay. I was just writing down some things, and most things tend to seem quite obvious, but it's very important to do these things in your life, otherwise you won't save money. Yeah, okay, my first advice is look for the cheapest possible accommodation, which can be moving together with some friends, or living at the place of a friend if he has some spare place for you to live. Yeah, just look around and get some ideas. If your rent is quite high, it's maybe an opportunity to move into a less expensive flat. Okay, and the next important point is food, which is very important because everyone has to eat. And yeah, my advice is to look for food that is coming from your region and grows at this current season. This is a great way to save money, at least in Germany where I'm living. I heard about the US that it's very expensive to buy healthy food. I cannot say anything about this, but in Germany it's a good way to save money, and it's also quite helpful to bring some different ingredients in your meals, because in the summer there are different things than in the winter. And oh, I love the cabbage in the winter here. It's great. Okay, and another hint I would give is to avoid eating at restaurants or going out very often. It's usually very expensive, and very often the food is not very tasty at all. And so I recommend to make your food yourself and maybe invite some friends, which is much more important than meeting friends at some places where you have to spend money. Usually it's about meeting the people and not actually doing this expensive stuff. Okay, and another thing that I would suggest is to buy food only once per month. Not once per month, this would be ideal, but once per week. So you avoid buying useless stuff, which is happening very often when you're buying food. And to avoid this, you should buy only once per week, so you can plan ahead what you're trying to cook, and you can think about the ingredients. Maybe you can buy a certain amount and you can use it for different meals. So it saves you a lot of money actually. And another thing what you could do, which I have done while I was traveling around, is to ask shop owners if they have some spare food which they can sell anymore. And yeah, they are sometimes quite happy to give it away, otherwise they have to throw it into the trash bin. And what I was never doing was dumpster diving. I heard this is also a good way, but I prefer asking the people directly, and I don't like to dig out the trash. Okay, and my last point is moving around or traveling. And I like to hitchhike. This is a good way to get around for free, and you also meet a lot of people which can give you some new ideas about your life or life in general, and you are learning about them as well. And yeah, and it's usually for free. I heard also about one guy who was getting to his workplace for 3 years with hitchhiking. Nowadays he owns a quite expensive car, so he doesn't do this anymore. But in the past he did this for 3 years because he couldn't afford a ticket or a car. So maybe this is also an opportunity. And while you are hitchhiking or traveling around, it's also less expensive to ask people for accommodation for a night or ask them for food instead of buying this or go to an hotel. And hotel is also quite expensive, and you're not getting this deep into the local culture. Yeah, this is why I'm also asking people if I can sleep at their place. It's like meeting some friends, except that you have never met them before, and yeah, it's actually quite fun. And most people say they would be afraid to do this, but it's that the people that are being asked are much more afraid of you than you are of them. So I think there's not much to worry about, but you also have to trust your gut feeling, because you could get to the wrong person. So okay, yeah, this was my short video about my past experiences about saving money, and I hope you learned something about this topic. And if you have some more questions, just write a comment and I will try to answer it. So have a nice day!